Good Thursday morning. Fired up from the top of the Empire State Building. I am your host for this morning, Rich Malachy, coming at you on WNBC. Good morning. Good morning. Fired up. Always fired up. I can't stop being fired up. It's just become part of my everyday.
I don't know. It seems like you're a little tired. You didn't have enough coffee.
Yeah, because this coffee sucks, Lisa. And I won't bash where it's from. I'll just say it sucks.
Rich
But-
and I were having a discussion about the different types of coffee brewing, I guess. And I'm telling you, the coffee does not suck. The coffee is just a drip coffee, and he usually likes percolated coffee.
I guess.
So, Josh is in the building.
Josh Zolan, good morning.
Josh, do you like drip coffee?
Taz Sutherland, good morning.
Yo. Look at that. Region leaders in the house.
Always in the building. But yeah, always fired up. It's funny. People know me for that a lot now, and I get emails and messages.
Yes, I know. And people will message me on LinkedIn too and say, I'm fired up.
Yeah. I get emails like, "Hey, Rich, just wanted to tell you something about this." Well, hey man, stay fired up.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Yeah. It's been interesting. Even on phone calls, like, "Hey, Rich, man, I'm fired up." Jeff Victory doesn't drink coffee. He runs on pure will to bring it every day.
What up, Jeff?
Jeff Victory in the building as well. Good morning. Good morning.
I
Good
guess
morning.
You run on the will to bring it every day too.
I think so. Because this coffee just doesn't cut it over here.
Enough with the coffee.
I'm gonna open up my own coffee shop.
All
Black.
about practicality. I like any coffee that wakes me up black. I'm all about the practicality.
Yeah, listen, me too. Before I went on stage at RIFMA, I had like a triple shot of Starbucks espresso.
That was probably not good for your nerves.
No, I needed like the caffeine. It drives me like I need it. So
Taz runs on caffeine and Southern Smart Ass. I think it should be a whole thread. Like, what do you run on? Because it ain't for me. It ain't Dunkin'.
it ain't. Now America runs on Dunkin' apparently,
America does.
but we don't.
We do not.
Nothing against Dunkin', just we don't.
I'm gonna make that a post later.
Okay.
What do you run on?
What do you run on? That's true. That might be a good post actually to get some conversations going.
But also, I would really love for people to continue the walking to work challenge. Taz did it.
I walk to work.
No, I mean like the video that you did. And then
Oh,
Taz did
yeah.
it.
Yes. Walk with me.
Walk with me.
So yeah, I got to do another one of those videos today. We're doing the core value walk with me core values.
Gotcha.
I got to do that. But hey, listen, what are we fired up about today, Lisa? I think it's trying to keep moving in this crazy world on a daily basis.
On a daily.
How do you motivate yourself? Is there anything you do that you think off the top of your head that you do to motivate yourself every day?
I mean, I definitely am one of those people that has a morning routine. If I don't follow my morning routine, I know I've messed myself up for the day. And that a big part of that routine is making myself lattes. So
Okay.
I, need to grind my coffee, make the espresso, and create a kick-ass latte to start my day. And today it happens to be a rose latte.
Rosé?
Rose.
Okay. There's no rosé in that coffee.
No rose
All right.
in this coffee. See, Taz likes the blonde roast, fresh ground, Colombian or Ethiopian. Today, Taz, I'm drinking a Guatemala.
There you go. What's Valerie saying? Hey, Val.
Val, she says no Dunkin' Donuts near me, and Starbucks adds up, so I make my own tea or coffee at home. Exactly. That's what I do too.
Yeah, we've been making our own coffee since the pandemic. And today I just happened to venture out because we didn't make it. But yeah, I like Cafe Bustelo. That's not bad. Once in a while, I like my Starbucks. I like trying all different ones though.
All right, all this coffee talk is genuinely making me really upset that I'm not going to get to go to the Electrolux booth at NAFM and enjoy all the coffee
That might be something to be said about, Lisa, but we should mention
What?
that FedCon 2022 is going to have a vendor area known as the Connection Express. So sponsors, you're going to get a booth.
Yes.
You're going to have plenty of time to interact with people. And I know talking with Terry Kelly, nothing's set in stone, but Electrolux is going to definitely want to be there. And there might be some kind of a cafe
There might be
going on at FedCon. So stay tuned because this is going to be interesting. By the way, before I get into some of the fired up stuff today, I want to thank Chris Rowling for being the first to purchase his ticket to FedCon. So thank you, Chris. I want to thank Dylan Taylor, our main man in Texas, and thank you for buying the second ticket. And Corey Yates, our boy Corey, number 3. So we had said we were doing a giveaway. So those 3 gentlemen are going to be getting a $100 Amazon gift card. I'll be mailing those out with a personal thank you and just appreciate it, guys. The support is overwhelming already out of the gate. We're going to be talking with some people for sponsorships. Definitely go to fedcon.com and check it out. We'd love to see you get your tickets early with the early bird discount and save.
That's going to be going away on October 31st.
Yep. So in true Halloween fashion, that scary low price is going away after October 31st. So, and listen, there's a lot of value in these tickets, a lot. Go look at it. And we're going to be releasing agenda little by little. We're going to be releasing keynote speakers. We're going to have 2 inspiring keynote speakers. We're going to have some real good talks on branding. I mentioned the other day, I'll be talking. Josh Zolan will be in the building. Aaron Salau from XOI. We're going to have a lot of different things on technology, on marketing and branding. We're going to be bringing some stuff for manufacturer service partnerships. We're going to be talking about the industry. This is a conference unlike any other. It's really for digital branding and marketing, but it's also for getting people together to hopefully create impact and change across an entire industry. And we're going to do it through digital. We're going to do it with putting content out. So make sure you're ready to be on camera because we're filming everything.
Oh, absolutely.
And so check out fedcon.com, get your tickets, early bird going down, sponsorships. We're already in talks with a lot of people that are interested. So, and we can be creative. So be as creative as you want. But go check out the packages that we have. They're pretty extensive.
Can I just offer a creative opportunity that is not listed on the sponsorship package?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have a DeLorean there on
True.
On the grounds for
We will.
picture taking. There could be a sponsor for that.
There could be a sponsor for the DeLorean. So we're going to have an actual DeLorean at the opening reception on the Valencia lawn at the Omni Montelucia, Scottsdale. And we're going to drive that sucker right on the lawn, and you're going to be able to sit in it, take pictures, do all kinds of stuff as we keep with the tone of the conference. The theme of the conference. It'll be coming behind me in a second. There it is. So why am I doing that? There you go. Fed to the future. I think we all know that's got McFly written all over it, and Doc Brown of Back to the Future. So we'll have opportunities there. So maybe you want to sponsor the DeLorean. I mean, listen, this is all about being seen, being heard, and being a part of a very exclusive circle that's growing. So we are the connection engine. Make no mistake. Talking about motivation, though, we're talking about daily motivation. Lisa, make sure that she is has her morning routine down. She's brewing.
Josh said, "Please tell me it has a flux capacitor."
Oh, it's got the flux. No flux in way. We're gonna let it not have a flux capacitor.
Josh, we were just a little inside thing. We were looking at buying a flux capacitor.
You have no idea the stuff that goes on here. Yeah. So actually, you can buy it.
You can.
We might actually. We should do the giveaways on the flux capacitors.
Really?
Yeah. We should. We'll get more in depth with this stuff. But man, daily motivation is tough, isn't it? It really is.
It is.
You know, and it's one of these things that I struggle with because it's gonna. I love building a business. I love it. It's inheriting a small business that I worked in for for more than half my life. Being here, it's there's days that you just don't even want to show up. There really is. I mean, and I think that's human. I don't know. I think that's human. There's days we don't want to show up. Want to stay in bed. Don't want to deal with the cruel world.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but that's okay. I think I want to like reaffirm to people like that's okay. Was Jeff Victory?
Sorry.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
This is making me laugh right now.
Let's hear it.
We sell flux capacitors. Please reach out to your sales rep for more information. If you say that Jeff posted about it on Fired Up, I will deny.
My question is, Jeff, is it an OEM flux capacitor? Is it OEM? I don't know.
Thank you, Quentin, for bringing us back to the actual topic.
Yes, Quentin. It's called the burnout. Yeah, maybe it's a burnout. For me, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a burnout. Because I do love what I'm doing here with everything. There's, it's not. This isn't like a job or just, I got to go to work. Like this is just my everyday. There is no turning it off. OEM equivalent. 365 days a year. How many work days is that? Like, if you look at a work week, I think it's like 200.
For us,
if you take the week, I'm saying
360.
True, but seriously, if you take the weekends out, I think it's like 250 days. So 250 days a year. Maybe minus some vacation time and stuff like that. I don't know. There's gonna be that week.
261 working days on an average payroll calendar.
Okay, so I was close. And if you take vacation out of that, maybe 2 weeks vacation, you're at 250.
Yep.
So if you just say that, say you take 2 weeks, 3 weeks vacation, 250, 240, whatever. It's one of those things. Like January was great, and then February rolls around, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't feel like doing this today. What am I even getting myself involved in here? Like even like stuff like this, like with Fed stuff, the Fed group and Fed Nation and stuff like that. Like I've said to Lisa I'm like, why? Sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? Because it's just so, it's so much. There's so much higher level thinking, and we see way past where we are now, and we see we're planning FedCon 22. I can't believe we're doing the second one, and it's like we're still thinking about 2024, 2026 because we keep seeing these things. We see the membership that we want to bring to the table. We see all these things. It can be very overwhelming when you start looking at things like that, and that's where I'm headed.
Yeah. When
you start looking at things broadly, it's like, oh my God, you could. I do it to myself. I send myself in a hole, and I'm just like, oh, I'm like, I don't want to be here.
I do too.
And it's not that it's a negative thing. It's exciting things you're thinking about. You're not thinking about gloom and doom. You're thinking about all these great things that you want to attain. We talk about it. We speak it into existence.
Yep.
And there's those days though. So what do you do on those days? That February 3rd, and then that March 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then that June 10th, 11th, and 12th that you don't want to show up. What do you do?
Full disclosure and transparency. I mean, that's where I was this morning when I woke up. I literally was like, I'm so drained. I just from my personal life plus work stuff here.
Sure.
I just needed an extra time to get out of bed. And if it were any other job, for example, I probably had said, I'm going to take the entire day off. But there's always something. I think it also ties into discipline and passion, where I tell myself, okay, I only need realistically an extra 45 minutes to get my mind right
Mm-hmm.
so that I can come to work.
Yeah.
But that also speaks to having a company culture that allows that too. Because not every other job is going to let me do that.
Well, I think that's true too. That's something important to bring into play. You know, there's a lot of companies out there, I think, that are just like,
yeah.
our way or the highway, get the hell out of get out of our way.
That's
not what we have here. We have understanding that people have lives outside of this. I think, you know, and I think my father, you know, as much as I've learned from my dad, I've learned also what not to do and who not to be. I learned a lot that way. You know, he was of the mindset, I'm doing you a favor, Lisa, by giving you a position here. Now you're on my time and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I say this with the technicians and the people here, you choose to wear the logo. You don't have to wear this logo and come in every day.
Okay.
You could take that hat, that Malachi Cares hat off, that Fed Nation hat off, and go down the block and go down the road, wherever it might be. So I'm not doing you any favors. This is your choice. So I want to give people a good choice when they come here. So that's why in January we upped the medical. That's why we're doing things a little different. And if someone has something to do, like I tell the guys, sometimes, you know, especially the technicians, like they wake up and their knees hurt, their back hurts from the day before and something. And it's like, do you really need to take the whole day off? Because I know these guys don't need to take the day off. So I'll tell them, like, listen, if you need to, I had a guy that worked late a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was like, finished at 10 o'clock at night. And I said, he texted me, he's like, I'm just finishing now, man. I said, oh my God. I said, listen, you need a late start tomorrow. We'll call your first call. We'll reschedule it. I said, come in at 10 or 11. He said, no, I'll be all right. But you know what? Listen, what is that 2 hours going to do? It's going to give him a little extra time to get some pep going in the step and realize, you know what? I didn't need the whole day. I just needed to shake off the cobwebs in the morning.
And that's exactly where my mind was this morning.
Yeah.
I literally just needed to shake off those cobwebs, like you're saying.
And we're human.
We're human.
There's nothing wrong with these things. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? And you know what?
Right. How do we help folks get to the point where they don't need that whole day, right? So I could have just been like, you know what, Rich, forget it. I'm just gonna lay in bed all day instead of coming in. But I'm gonna bring in Josh's comment because it actually
let's see.
Speaks to this.
Yes.
Discipline equals freedom. Freedom from burnout, freedom from mediocrity, and freedom from the status quo. Discipline to get up, to go to work, create. Discipline to schedule time for yourself, your family, your health. Discipline equals freedom.
Now that should be a t-shirt.
That should be a t-shirt. Discipline equals freedom. With periods.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Can we design that?
Yeah. Thanks, Josh.
I like that. Everything really does revolve around discipline.
Yeah.
It does, you know, and having routines and having habits that become your life. That's what it's all about. And that's not to say that, again, going back to the stuff we were saying, if you need to take that day, you take it, you know, but 90+% of the time. Oh, it's a book?
It's a book, I guess.
All right. Well, we're stealing the book too.
We don't read, Josh.
I haven't read a book since The Catcher in the Rye, sophomore year in Hudson Catholic Regional High School, Jersey City. And all right, that's the last thing I read. Quentin.
We're only human. Like Phil Oakley of Human League sang in the song, born to make mistakes.
Ah, that's the sequel to the Bruce Springsteen song, Born in the USA. Born to make mistakes. Right? I don't know. Jocko. Ah, okay.
Oh,
I do know who Jocko is. I just listen, I don't know. I can't know all the things. I don't know all the things. I need to know more things.
I guess we really need to know this.
Well, you know what? This is why we have Fed Nation. This is why we do social media. We get to learn from other people.
This is why we have discussions. Conversations.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a curveball. But I do know who Jocko is. I'm not. No.
Oh man, they really are throwing you curveballs already?
what's Jeff got?
You mean you didn't read Blue is the New White?
Of course I read that. Of course I did. I read Blue is the New White. I read it once a month, actually. I do. Listen, I'm just going to be honest with the whole world here. I'm not a reader. I'm just not a reader. I'm sorry. They invented TV. TV came out.
These folks are just cracking on us today, huh? I love it.
Is this not daily motivation, though?
Honestly.
Let's talk right here.
Community.
Community is daily motivation. When you think you can't go another step, when you think you can't make it, jump onto your social platforms and reach out to the people. I mean, here we are, talking live with the fine folks of the food equipment industry. What's Josh?
Josh, you already know I am.
Yes.
Looks like I got to do Blue is the New White. The movie.
Yes. I want to throw my hat in the ring to be casted as Josh Zolan. I want to play Josh in this real life movie. Man, what are we doing here, Lisa?
I don't know. This took a whole other turn.
So I posted something. I think it was on Sunday, and it reads like this: when you're self-aware and you know what you're doing is for the greater good, nobody can tell you anything. You can no longer be crippled by other people's opinions. I'm bringing this in about motivation because I went on to say that at the age of 39 now, the last 20 years to get to this point where I'm actually comfortable in my skin, confident in my moves, and not worried about what anyone thinks about me. Talking about being fired up, and a woman that follows us, Carol, she says, once again, what you have to say is inspiring. I believe I'm in a midlife crisis, perhaps feeling stagnant, trying to figure out what else I can do with work and personal life. It takes time. It takes time to get to the point where you are comfortable in your own skin and understanding where you're headed and what you're doing. It took a long time to get to this point. But these are the things that motivate me now, honestly, to keep going. I finally have, I don't want to say found myself, but I finally have found my path, I feel, and I'm on it, and it feels good. So if you are having that lack of motivation on a daily basis, or maybe not daily, but weekly or monthly or whatever it is, maybe just reevaluate your purpose in life, where you're headed. Are you on the right path? Is there something in the back of your mind that you're like, damn, I really wanted to be doing this. This is what I wanted for my life, but I'm just going to keep coming into this job every day that I hate. Maybe that's something to rethink. It's never too late to start something. It's never too late to do anything. I mean, all this stuff started happening in my 30s. 16-year-olds looking at me like, you're old, bro.
This just made me think of my mom. Because, so my mom is an educator. She teaches Spanish literature, Spanish art history, all that type of stuff, right? She is 62 years old and was struggling because of pandemic. Technology is a little bit harder for her, but she got through it. She taught herself, how to get on Zoom and do all the Zoom classes, but things were just getting a little rough, and she thought that she was going to have to retire early, right? My mom just got a new job, a new position as a 62-year-old woman. That's very difficult.
Yeah.
And she is just simply motivated by the fact that it's never too late to just go out and get what you want. Truly.
It's never too late. 62. Hey, 62, listen, 62, there's a whole other chapter ahead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, why just, discount yourself and say, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that. There's always going to be a million reasons not to do something.
Yeah.
We could talk ourselves out of everything. I talk myself out of things every day, like going to the gym. But seriously, I mean, it's the truth.
Chris Rowling says we need the documentary version of Blue is the New White. Yeah.
Well, listen, we're definitely that's probably we're doing the Through Their Eyes thing, but we did talk about having like an industry documentary. Obviously, Josh Zolan would be a great part of that, a big part of that, talking about the skilled trades and on the come up. So we want to put something together like that. We're just going to need the funds. So we have to get it funded somehow. So Discovery Plus, any of those Discovery Plus people,
Yes.
TLC, who the hell is on Discovery Plus? I don't know.
If there's a show about ice road truckers, there should most certainly be a show about food equipment.
Food equipment technicianers.
Yes, technicianers. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, daily motivation, ladies and gentlemen, not always easy, but you gotta dig deep sometimes and get yourself up and out of bed and out into the world. And I think once you get going, more than half the battle is just showing up. Once you get there. Oh, there's a delivery here. We have a delivery of equipment. Not to change topics, but there's no more space in this warehouse.
No, there really is no space.
That's how many installations and new equipment is coming in. We're out of space. So if you're sending equipment here, just understand you're getting tarped and locked in a driveway. Outside.
Yeah, I see. It's gonna end up going on our squat rack.
There's too much stuff here. Yeah, you can. There's too much equipment. So bear with us as we plan your installs for 2024. We'll be there in 2024 with all your installations. I don't know, Lisa. We're winding down here.
We are, but we do have a lot of things to do, which is why we wanted to go live early.
Yes, we do. We do have things to do. We have some meetings this afternoon. One of which would be for FedCon speaker. And this is the inspire part. This is about the inspiring part. The stuff that's going to leave you like, yeah, I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to be a part of this and give you some things to leave with. That's what we want to do. It's like I said, this is about an experience. FedCon's about an experience. So that's why we're so excited to get things really, begin unveiling things. And once we have these inspiring keynotes locked in, we'll probably create a nice little
trailer about them and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, and if you listen, there's also talking about the Connection Express with the sponsorships. You get a booth. If you wanted to just get a booth, we could accommodate that too.
Absolutely.
I think we have maybe 6 or 7 openings for just a booth.
Yes.
Because 13 are going to be spoken for, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, I'd love to see you all out in Arizona. This is the ground floor was in Miami when we kicked this thing off, and 70 plus people showed up buying a ticket. Amazing sponsorships. We put on a pretty good event, I think, for the first time ever trying to put on a conference. And I think this time around is going to be 10 times better. It's going to be twice as big. We're expecting 200. We've already got tickets sold. So don't wait, don't delay, and get your hotel room. But the Connection Express area is going to be very unique compared to what you see, everywhere else. The Connection Express area is going to be lively. I mean, we're going to have a DJ.
Yeah.
We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have things rocking and rolling. You're not going to be allowed to get that like, oh, I'm getting tired, I'm bored. Ain't going to happen. There's going to be no time to be tired and bored. You're going to be fired up the whole time.
Yes.
So get on over to fedcon.com. There's tickets on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to start looking for trains for Quentin.
For trains.
Yeah, trains for him to get from Virginia to Arizona. He doesn't fly.
Quentin doesn't fly?
Quentin doesn't fly. Yeah, we've established this already.
Listen, I can't remember everything. I don't know. Quentin, you don't fly.
He doesn't.
My God.
I did consider taking a road trip, though, from Jersey to Arizona so that I can have my car and go.
No.
So, why?
Not happening.
Why?
No. You're not doing that.
Yes, I am. I'm good because I want to go explore Arizona after FedCon.
So rent a car.
No.
Then you got to drive it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
It's totally fine.
It's going to take you 2 weeks to do this.
No, it won't. It won't.
We'll talk about this off the air.
All right.
All right. So,
Quentin says, I got no wings. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon.
oh my God. Oh, Quentin, we're getting you on a plane, buddy.
I don't think he wants to be on the plane.
Well, I can't wait to get back on a plane. Flying out to Arizona for Cefesa conference. Josh and I will be speaking. You got to fly out there and see us. We're gonna bring the roof down in there.
Oh yeah, you guys are.
We're gonna break things. We're gonna set the sprinkler systems off. It's gonna be mayhem. So, all right, listen. I think we've taken up enough of your time. Thanks for sticking with us here today on this crazy, strange, weird live.
Thank you for giving us motivation.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for the motivation. You guys and gals out there keep us moving. So thank you. And listen, it's Thursday. You're making it through the week again. Making it through another week.
Janine's calling me.
Janine's calling you. Doesn't she know we're live?
Well, let's take it down and we'll find out.
All right, let's take this live down, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Have a beautiful day. Make it count. See you mañana.